There we go. The question is, do you want to start acting like the version of yourself that makes a million a year, or do you want to keep acting as 20K a month, Yarrow?
Yeah, of course.
Um, yeah, that is the question. Um, all right. Well, I think I can maintain that.
Show you more in depth how it looks like, but just for you to actually walk away with a lot of value today.
Thank you. Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
you're the summary. I'll ask you a few questions today, which is like it's sales, but it's mainly like just trying to see if I can help. But see how I ask you questions. Like what I'm gonna do today is I want to see where you at, where you want to go, and what's really holding you back. What's the gap in there? And then if you have some sort of fear, we're gonna try to solve it together. So in the sales call, it's no longer a sales call. It's let me help you out. Let me see what's going on, and let's figure it out together because we're a team, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you should approach your sales goals, not so much as a sales call, but I'm an advisor here to help you scale your business. That's what sales is supposed to be, but a lot of people get confused and just try to sell with like cheeky sales techniques, and that never works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't really do that. I just have like I guess maybe it's even not enough of that from my side, but like I basically have like a clear value prop, like in terms of the product and what you get. I guess it's not an ROI offer, which might be an issue. And I find that like people that have marketing slash sales agencies or whatever, they sell like money on money ROI offer. So, it's easy to buy money at a discount for software.
Yeah.
I could build a product for them and they could sell it for $1 billion in 10 years, but it's hard for me to sell them that vision, right? So that's kind of
What you do, because I've heard a lot about this business, and we actually have a few clients doing this. But like, what value are you providing exactly? What do you do for them?
Right. So basically,
we build software extremely quickly and efficiently because we have systems internally that we optimize to create software from scratch really fast. So let's say if you raised money and you wanted to build a SaaS product, right? You could hire a bunch of engineers, learn how to do project management, learn how coding works, learn how to do interviews for the engineers. Maybe some of them won't be as good as you thought. Maybe some of them are too expensive. Some of them won't want to work for your company. Whatever takes a really long time, and in the meantime the clock is ticking. You're on the venture capital, sales like cycle. You need to raise your next round. You need to show progress. So basically, we just get the product done as quickly as possible, and we have a team ready. So you basically come in, you tell us what you want, we build out a plan in an hour. You pay us, we're on it immediately. The next day, we're on it, and 8 to 10 weeks later, you have a complete working product, as opposed to like 5 to 6 months later, you did it on your own. That's basically the concept.
So you're not selling money, you're selling time. That's your
Right.
leverage, right? Because I know Juan mentioned your offer right now is we build software MVPs in 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent offer, but like you're focusing right away on the pain point. Most people that are wanting to start something like this, they probably don't know that they're gonna spend 6 months, right? So you need to make it clear, and then you need to see exactly like if you're actually saving them money or not. Your service might be more expensive, but you're saving them 6 months. That's good. But it might be even cheaper than going out there themselves and looking for engineers, wasting time, wasting money. That might be cheaper. So you might be actually saving the money. So they're buying time and money. So we need to first build your offer like in accordance to that. Like, what's the actual dream outcome? What are we actually getting those people? In what time frame? Okay, 10 weeks, that's perfect. But what's the real outcome? The real outcome is not an MVP software. The real outcome is growing their business, providing value to the market, getting to XYZ goal. So we need to sell that outcome.
Yeah.
Your bosses, they don't care about it. They just care about getting to where they want to go. So we need to get there for the marketing. That alone is going to get your click-through rates like higher and your conversion to up to 20. Like 2% is super low. And man, if you're paying $300 per call, you should be having a 40-50% closing rate. Like it's super expensive, and if you're spending 3K a month, like, man, right now we were spending 40K a month in ads. We were paying like 200 per show call, and like that's expensive, but it's because we're spending 40 at 3K a month. You shouldn't be spending more than 40-50 bucks per call. So
yeah, I never got it that low. I got it to around
or like 100, depending on the time period. Like in November, it was around 100. Yeah. So no, I agree. Also, the other thing is like in terms of like our legacy clients and like grandfathered clients, it's kind of a varied range. So this is more like a guess of what the market wants from my side, because it's like one of our clients is like a big real estate agency, and we built like an internal product for them. So it's not even venture backed or anything like that. It's just a company, and they want an internal product. So that could be an angle. Like again, same value prop, saving money, saving time. We have a team. They're a big company. They don't know how to do stuff efficiently. They do stuff very slow. We just come in, we do it quickly. It's basically faster and better executed than they would do it. So that's another offer that we can have. I basically, the point is like, I still don't have an ICP. Like, it's just, I have a collection of people that have given me money over time, and I am trying to choose which one of those is the best ICP. And I haven't found basically a repeatable ICP yet, because it's such low volume because of the ticket price plus the fact that I'm not a salesperson. It's just like, kind of like a shooting box in the dark kind of thing.
If I can challenge you on that, do you feel like you haven't found the one, or you haven't committed to the one?
Which one is the most effective? Because, like, for example, in November I closed the client. They're not venture backed. They're just bootstrapped, and they're like, we quit our jobs. I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't know, retired at 35, multimillionaire, whatever, sold a company. So they're like, okay, we want to do this new thing that we want to build, right? And the reason they want to do it is just because they want to build a new company. And that's why they paid me to do it. So, like, it's kind of tough to say what the actual ICP is. Maybe second time founder is an ICP. I don't know. It's just tough for me to say because of such low amount of data that I have on my previous clients.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we're gonna help you track that because we need to have a specific like target. That's probably why your marketing's not going so well. Marketing to everyone, marketing to no one.
Yeah.
We need to talk to a specific person. We'll help you with that. For you, like, where do you want to get to? Like, I know Juan mentioned the goal is like $1 million a year, but what do you want to achieve with making $1 million?
Just like financial freedom and just working on interesting stuff. Don't really have a goal past that. It's more like I kind of make enough now to like live a chill life pretty much. Like I can do whatever I want most of the time. But it's kind of boring, and I just want to build a bigger business because I just want to do that. Want to have more money. Want to have actual long-term financial freedom, like passively, as opposed to my business is my core, source of income.
That's kind of it, really.
So it's more so of the time freedom, not necessarily about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, maybe I want to buy a nice house or whatever, but like, other than that, that's kind of it, really. So yeah, time freedom.
What do you want to do with the time freedom? Like, let's say we get you there, and you're making $80K a month passively, relatively. Like, what happens?
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because it's both something I have to do in terms of like staying afloat or whatever, but like also something that I want to do. Like I enjoy business in general. So I don't know. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. How long has that been a goal for you, man? Actually build.
A few months ago, I guess, like running ads and stuff like that. I was just running at around 200 to 250K a year for like the past 2 years, just as like freelancing / having like some clients come in and stuff like that. Never really scaled it. I just built like side projects and stuff like that in the meantime, just like tried launching SaaS products and stuff like that in the meantime. And then so far is the actual agency and the services that I've done. So just decided to focus on that. And like initially in November, because I was getting quite good kind of sales velocity. That's when I came up with a goal, and I was like, I think I can hit it. Just maintain what I had then. I guess December and January didn't go as well as I hoped, so now we're not on track for $1 million a year anymore.
Kind of where I'm at.
Okay, gotcha. So before this, like, in terms of like actual financial freedom, how long has that been?
I guess to be honest, okay, so like a couple years. No, like since I was like 8, I don't know, something like that. I mean, yeah, like and then I started my business when I was 20, and that was like my first business, like drop shipping, like chess sets and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess like more than but also the financial freedom is the main driver behind all of it. So yeah.
Always been the goal. Interesting. 25K a month ish. What's the profit margins on that? Like how?
Around 60 all the margins, because I just reduced the hours for the engineers, and it costs less and less. So this month it probably is like 65 or 70. If we do 30-ish, like November we did 40K, I think, which was around 25, I want to say, profit, or maybe 22, something like that. For my full profit, already paying engineers, paying team, everything. Yeah, GP, so gross profit. Yeah, GP, so gross profit. Yeah, so after every expense, before tax,
basically.
Okay, gotcha. So you're taking home like at least 15, 20K like in your pocket every month.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. So I'm curious, like, to be honest, like that's the goal of a lot of people. Oh, I want to make 10K, 15K, and that's like financial freedom for them. Like at 15K a month, can you not like buy the house you want to buy, do the things you want to do?
Not really. I mean, I can't.
it's like business income or whatever. It's like business income or whatever, not like considered as a long-term thing. I'll travel. I try to travel. I try to travel around Europe. I live the life that I want to live. Like it's already fine, but it's not as stable as I want it to be. Like this month, we're making like less than 30K for sure, maybe even less than 20. Maybe we'll make like 18. And it's just too volatile, right? Like September was 40, October was like 30, November was 40, December was maybe like 25. So it's just too volatile.
Also,
Completely signed out of my Google account, but what was I saying? Yeah, so it's very volatile, and yeah, like my personal profit too, like basically they're too high. As in, like I just spend most of the money that I make, right? So it's not. It's basically like I'm saving maybe 50% of it, but like yeah, and also a lot of the spend goes into growth. So right now it's uncomfortable because I'm spending on ads that are not making an ROI. So it's kind of tanking the profit margins there. I feel like if I use the current system, I knew that the clients would come in the next month and then the next month and then the next month, and I was still making 40K a month. Fine, like great, that's all I need. But it's more like I don't know, like I don't have a recurring system, and like my ads tanked this month, so I'm like, will they need to work again? What's the issue? It's like
peace of mind, right? Of I'm gonna make the money, like not tomorrow, something's gonna break, and then I'm back at 5K. Yeah.
exactly.
exactly, that's exactly right, and that's kind of where like how it feels. So yeah, that's kind of
Feeling that way, like feeling that shit. What if this happens? What if that happens?
I mean,
just never really anxious about it because like I know that I can cut my personal expenses drastically and be fine. Like I can go live at home and like spend I don't know $800 a month. Like in Italy, it's cheap, it's fine. So like I'm not worried on a personal level. It's just on like the things that I know that I can achieve. Level not satisfied, so I just want to improve. That's basically it. Yeah, how long has that been going on for? Like no.
Make more.
Always my goal to know entire time forever. When did you start this business? Huh? When did you start this business? Yeah, so well, I started doing freelancing in 2022, and then kind of turned it into an agency probably start of 2023. But I started scaling it a few months ago. Maybe start of June 2023 was when I decided to go all in on the agency. Okay. So 6 months ago, basically. God, so it's been like 2 years of running. Sorry, 2024. My bad. So 6 months ago is when I went all in into like trying to scale it, and before that, I had it for a few years of just constant like clients from TopTal, either freelancing or like delegating some bits and bobs here and there, but not like fully out of the business. That's kind of where I was at.
So it's been like 6 months and 1 year of doing this. Interesting. So what have you tried like in the past year to actually like solve this? Like actually have a consistent business making you the money you want to make?
yeah, just ads. That's what I started doing. Yeah,
Launched ads a few months ago. It seemed to work almost immediately in terms of getting calls. So I just stuck with it, tried to kind of optimize it. Learned like in the meantime, I had to like learn how to do sales because I didn't really know how to do sales. So I had to learn what to actually say on the call. So I basically wasted maybe like 15 calls just to like actually know what to say, like so that people were interested. Then I built like presentations, stuff like that, made YouTube videos. Okay, just YouTube videos. Why didn't you like just pay for a coach if you have the money for what? Sorry, for like a sales coach to like just save the time. Arrogance, probably. I don't know. Something. Maybe I just felt like nobody can teach it. Like I trying to learn it. I feel like that's probably a big thing that I have anyway, which is pretty bad. I just want to learn everything like myself, and then I'm happy to like delegated / whatever. But yeah, that and you think
Do you feel like that's coming from?
that's an interesting question. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I feel like if I can't tell if somebody's good, then I just assume that they're not good, even though I don't know anything about sales. Does that make sense? Like unless I can see I guess it's just general skepticism and friction. I don't really have a good response. It's more like I don't have a person in mind. Like if Alex or Mosey could teach me to do sales, I would take it. Everybody else, I don't know them, so I just never looked for anybody to teach me to do sales. Now that you say it, it sounds much more obvious, and it is more obvious, but it's just from my perspective, it's not. It wasn't obvious, and it isn't, I guess. Have you read the book The Millionaire Fastlane by M.P. DeMarco? I don't remember. I've read most of the books and stuff like that, like personal development stuff. So I don't remember. Potentially yes, but
It's a good book, and it talks about how getting to $1 million a year, and you've probably read it. A bunch of books talks about getting the business there. It's about making yourself the person that can make $1 million a year, right?
Yep.
And it talks about how being broke, it's a mindset, right? It's not really like a money thing. And it talks about how broke people always value time, like they pedestalize money over time, and that's why you see a 6 hour line on a $6 KFC free meal or whatever, right? Because people rather spend 4 hours on a line than spend $6 because they pedestalize the money. But money's everywhere. Money's being printed every day. Rich people, they pedestalize time over everything. That's the most
100%.
important. Yeah. So the version of yourself that makes $1 million a year, do you feel like he lets that arrogance or that ego hold him back from actually working with the right people to save that time, or he pedestalizes the money and the ego of, hey, I'll do it myself?
Right. No, you're completely right. I mean, I feel like
in general, I don't really spend time doing anything that I don't want to do, other than maybe 30 minutes a day of replying to emails and shit like that, and managing the team. But it's yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question. I feel like basically I have, and I kind of would love to get that fixed by somebody that knows what they're doing, which I fully I'm happy to pay for, and I don't really I don't have a problem with spending money to save time at all. So yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. Between me and $1 million a year is good creative, and it gets tested. So basically, I don't run any tests because I'm an idiot and I should be running more tests. Basically, so I don't run any tests, or I haven't. I mean, I am in terms of running a VSL now, and I ran a few creatives, maybe 20-ish. But overall, I don't have a process, creative and content and angles and shit like that for ads. Haven't tested the landing page, just made it once and 8 days ago where I put up a VSL landing page. I guess I tested another VSL landing page. It was in terms of conversion rates. And then I guess that's kind of the main. If I can fix those, I am definitely making $1 million, 100%. Because all I need is to close 10 people, and that's basically $1 million. If they half of them upsell or whatever, which most of my customers stay with me for over a year. So yeah, basically that's. I don't think it's that far away. It just the friction points and the pain points are. The problems are in a place where I don't have the competence to solve them yet, basically. 100%. That's all I want to solve them.
well, that's another thing. But yeah.
100%. Well, what you mentioned are external, right? What we need to fix in the business. What I want to address is that thing that we talked about, internally, what's causing this external effects on the business, right? Which what you mentioned was okay, maybe that arrogance or whatever, how can we stop that from happening from now on, so that you turn into the version of yourself that can close at a 30%, at a 40%? How can we get rid of this so that doesn't hold you back again?
Yeah, good point. I mean, if I knew the answer, it's interesting. Yeah, I guess probably in a sense, I was surprised when ads worked because I didn't believe they would, but I still did it because I was I kind of have to do it anyway to try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then it worked. And probably lack of persistence. Like, I am fairly confident that if I actually did proper follow-up, like every single day with every single client, and I actually called them up and I did all the stuff that I'm meant to be doing, I'm sure that I would be making $1 million. So it's probably just me being lazy as well. So yeah, so what that's
challenge you deeper on that. Why are you allowing it to happen? Why are you settling for being lazy?
question. I'm too comfortable, I guess. I'm too, because as I say that I want it, probably. Say that I want it, probably. I don't know. It's an interesting question. Probably I just prioritize stuff. I'm just prioritizing wrong. Instead of prioritizing, like right now, time should be focused on acquisition. In a sense, like doing calls, addressing the issue in a way, but it's not really like doing the actual hard stuff of actually, following up. And I have been creating email flows, sending follow-up, stuff like that. So I have been working on it. It's just basically haven't reached the point yet where it's paying off. Can I be upfront with you? Yeah, go ahead.
What you mentioned, right? Like watching trainings or jumping on calls like this, it's like saying, I have an acquisition problem and I'm reading books. You can read 100 books, but if you don't take action.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, no, I agree.
Not experienced enough in like marketing and sales. I don't really know exactly the highest leverage points, and I'm just guessing. Like, I have no benchmark. Like, if you told me 1% is amazing on the conversion rate on the landing page, I'd stop touching the landing page. Like, I have no idea what is good, right? So I guess I'm just guessing and like trying to figure it out one step at a time. I have successfully kind of figured out most of the funnel in a sense. Then I had a short rate problem. So I fixed that with like follow-ups, SMS, like automated emails, stuff like that. Then I had a people don't know what I'm selling problem, so I made a pitch deck and like what I sell. Then people didn't want to buy, so I made a whole objection handling thing. So like I solved like some of the funnel problems. I guess I got to a point in the funnel now with the proposals sent, and like people just not buying it. And now I'm basically trying to solve that issue with more follow-ups and kind of more value add, more content, whatever, nurturing. So I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm probably just doing it too slow. But that's kind of my idea. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I got you. So it seems to me like
what kind of holding you back is like having the right knowledge to know that you're putting the time in the right places.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
I challenge you even deeper.
Yourself into this.
Why you haven't put yourself in the position to have the knowledge is because of what?
Good question.
I think I might be wrong. I think it comes down to what we talked about before, the comfort.
Probably, isn't it? Probably. Yeah, because like it's kind of funny because in a sense I feel like I have like business owner like just enough arrogance that is like evil, but also that can stop me from either accepting that I'm not as good as I should be and training more and doing whatever, and in the same time negative impact on my like feeling of what I'm doing, right? Yeah. Like it seems like, as you mentioned before, like most people will probably be happy with where I'm at. I feel the same way as I would feel if I had no money, no job, like just trying to like make $10 online for the first time. That's kind of my feeling. Even though it's like tens of thousands of dollars, and like I know what I'm doing in terms of the delivery. Like if I sell it, I know it's gonna be good. But that's kind of it. Yeah.
So now we know that the main thing holding you back is literally just a comfort zone. What decisions you need to start making differently so that you actually step out of it?
Good idea. Do you do therapy? What the fuck, man? That's crazy. You're like fucking that's amazing actually, by the way. Super useful combo. Either like outside of like anyway, I'm just saying. Cool. Very cool. Let's see. I mean, increase the amount of volume of stuff that I do that I need to be doing more of. So like basically maybe set up outbound, kind of do more outreach, do more follow up. The thing is, because I don't know what works and what doesn't. Because like if one person converts out of 10 people, there's so much variety in them that they're basically different. Like other than they have in common that they want a software product to be built, I don't know
why it works or what works.
What do you need to do? What do you need to do to know what you need? What do you need to do to actually be certain of what you're doing? Is it just
more volume? Yeah, like if I had like more volume, tell you like that. what it is. It's just, I could tell you like that what it is. It's just, I've only ever done like 25 or 30 sales calls in my life, right? Because it's been 2 months and that's kind of the cadence of the calls. So like, if I could magically wave a wand, I would happily do 10 hours of sales calls a day for a month. It's just budget constrained and that's it. Like I've spent like $1,000 plus this month only out on the call. So nothing like I don't want to spend, $15,000 to do like 10 calls a day and maybe not close any of them. So like that's the thing. That's the
Thing I think, like just volume, really.
And what needs to happen internally, volume is external. It's what you do. What needs to happen internally for you to put yourself in a position to do more volume and to actually find the knowledge to get
better. Yeah, I get better. Yeah, I guess we need to create systems that will make it easy for me to execute. So right now, like I'm trying to do that with follow-up. So with the follow-up after the proposal, I've been creating instances, but I could do it manually in like custom email sequence, but I could do it manually and like customize each thing. But I just want to create like a content like warehouse if you want, like a content warehouse when people have this other problem, and this is what I use when people have this other problem, and basically just stuff to say at every point, and like 30 of those for everything, and then just execute on it, like have a script, have a whatever, and just keep like sending emails, basically cold calling, whatever, do a bunch of outbound, spend as much as I can on ads, or to optimize the landing page. Basically comes down to
take way more action.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. Now we know exactly. So our conversion, like after the 20, so we have a 20% conversion rate.
This, the offer, like for me, as in, would be the offer, and then what's like the thing that if you had to bet money on what is going to help me the most out of what you guys do, what is it? I would say offer creation and sales. Offer creation, and then acquisition systems can help you a lot, like getting the benchmarks there, but learning
how to actually sell correctly and how to actually build the system, and sales covers, follow-up sales covers, nurturing processes, and how you perform on the call. That alone is going to double your business.
Okay,
right?
Cool.
Yeah, because I feel like, I think I'm like halfway there in terms of sales stuff. Like I find that other than, basically I'm just not uncovering like hidden, what's it called? Like hidden of it. So if I can get like to the bottom of it, to the fear, like you were mentioning before, if I can get to that and address it, I think basically everybody that's speaking to so far would probably buy. Everything else, they don't have questions about the core offer. They're not skeptical about the skills, the social proof. Everything else is like, it's covered. It's just the final thing, which is obviously most important, but yeah. Funny enough, like, let me tell you about my story. It took me like 3 months to get at the point in which, okay, I'm
handling a little bit of objections, and it took me a year and a half to actually get to the part of actually finding the real fears. That's the hardest part. Like I paid a 15,000 like program on sales just to actually help people overcome fear. That's the hardest part of sales, you know?
but it's the most useful tool. That's when you actually can help people, you know? Yeah, so you're just and then in terms of like the setters and like because what I'm thinking now that we've spoken about it, like if there is somebody that could do that first call or whatever instead of me, and that would be better, or the second call or something like that, where basically we have somebody that already has that skill set that you mentioned, so that I don't need to learn it. That would be great as well. If that's something you guys offer, as you mentioned, if it's like 3K extra a month, that's feasible for me potentially. So I don't know how it works.
Is you usually pay closers on commission, usually at 10%. Here's the thing: if you want good talent, you need to be able to train them up. When they come with an objection they couldn't handle, you need to have the experience to tell them this is what's going on. If you don't have it, you're always going to have leaks on your system. And even though like we help you with it, when we stop working together, like you're not going to be able to make it happen. So I need you to get good at it. I need you to understand it at least, so that once we onboard someone, you can be the right leader to actually help them and make sure they stay with you for a long time.
Yeah.
Sounds okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So what would you say is like realistic in terms of like me improving the sales skill set? I mean, I was at zero, like let's say 3 months ago. Better than zero now. What would be like realistically to get to that 20% close rate? Let's say Like, is that going to be like 3 months or how long is that going to be? Given that, let's say I attend everything that you guys, like everything you guys
Do it, and everything that you guys say, like I just follow it.
If you attempt to everything and do everything like we tell you, you're gonna get to that 20% in a span of like 2-3 months. Not even because you got really good at sales, but you got really good at everything else that sells
Right.
way easier. Once
see.
you get to the point of I'm really good at sales, you're gonna be hitting at 25, 30. You know, that's gonna take you like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Because it's just like no matter how good we are at training you, like you need to train it yourself too. Like we need to do, and you need to go practice it, do it, and understand it. So it takes more time.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. What about so the risk reversal you mentioned?
It's recurrent revenue. So could be 10 PIF or 10 clients paying you 2K a month for 5 months, but it's like 100K revenue in a year, bare minimum. On you, we run your ads and we pay for your ad spend until you get those extra 10 clients.
I see. Okay. Okay. And what's the conditions for the reversal? Like, what do I need to do, like, to be in the? I got you.
I have it right here. It's basically show up, but let me read it out. So it's where's this at? One of them is have a 10% closing rate, you already have, and their sales process, client has completed all lessons in the curriculum. It's 9 hours. You can finish it in like 4.5 if you do 2x. Client conducted every sales call following our process. Calls are recorded and sent to us so that we can review and give you feedback. Client creating an offer in accordance to our method must be approved by partners. If client has made less than 5 clients by day 90, client must directly let us know for further support. Client must contact a minimum of 200. We do cold email too. You're not going to need that. Or $100 ad spend a day, so 3K a month, the same you're spending through the duration of the program. Clients must schedule to 80%. Client must schedule and show to 80% or more of their one-on-one weekly sessions. You schedule them. You can reschedule them as well. Just show to 85% of them. Oh, maintain a 5% closing rate, not even 10, and complete 90% of the daily assigned actions. So if we tell you to record a VSL, just do 90% of the things we tell you to do.
How much is it like
per day in terms of those actions and things like that? It's really not that crazy. It's maybe like, for example, first week you can expect to
jump on offer creation and record your VSL. Shouldn't take you more than 3 days. We give you a week. Next week is start with the first, the copy of the ads, all of that. Like it's really doable, to be honest. It's like not crazy. And you can set it up like, hey, if you tell your advisor, hey, I need 2 weeks, okay, you get 2 weeks,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have a VSL now. It's probably not, in the format that it needs to be. But yeah, I mean, I have time to record it. I have time to do everything. It's just whether so like, if my sales, like, if I basically get bookings, but like, let's say none of them, like, I don't close any of them, I kind of am down 15K plus ad spend, pretty much, right? Which right now you're literally just burning 3K a month in ad spend. Like, you don't even need to maintain a 10%. It's literally 5%. Like, you're telling me you can't close.
20 calls you take.
Would be insane. Yeah. And then in terms of like making it back, so be 15. So I mean, I guess the program, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's just whether like, still a significant amount of cash flow, I could use for something else. But yeah, it's interesting.
It's about what do you value the most again? Like, do you want to spend the next 6 months little by little trying to figure out where the problem is and not even knowing how much is that going to cost you? Literally same example you use with your clients. How do they get more value? Going out there and looking for their engineers, doing things slowly, spending 6 months, and you don't even know how much money, or spending 25K with you.
Weeks and having everything without the headaches. How long does the whole thing last? Like the whole program? Sorry? It's a 6-month program. 6 months. Okay, cool. And what happens after the 6 months? So you mentioned after the 100K, there's like potential to work together and stuff like that. But I'm like 60 or something like that. What happens then? The other, like, Ideally 100K. If you're at 60, it's just about like having a chat. Like, hey bro, like what's the next goal? Does it align with our mission? And can we help you get
faster? Yeah, we invest money. We invest like 15K, 20K on your business, depending on where you're at, for a small equity deal. And then we pretty much become your in-house team and work with you.
I see. That makes sense. Okay, interesting. And then, okay, so 6 months, let's say so for me, my ideal outcome is, let's say in 6 months, I need to close a month. So whatever that is, let's say, I'm already running ads, so hopefully I should close the people that I already have in the pipeline, maybe one of those, and then 5 more. So that's 6 people times, let's say my offer becomes like 25K, but we do it all up front or something like that. So that's what, 150K in cash collected, and then minus the 15 of the program and the ad spend and shit like that, should still be pretty good. And then for $1 million a year, I guess we need to close maybe 2 a month. Multiplied by 3 the goals that I'm doing. I think I can just get there with everything I have already, and hopefully it should be fine. I agree. But yeah. So it's got potential. Yeah. I mean, now we're the PIF.
That's the thing.
I don't know you want to spend them. It's just that shit. It's a bunch of money.
Yeah.
There we go. The question is, do you want to start acting like the version of yourself that makes $1 million a year, or do you want to keep acting as 20K a month, Yarrow?
Yeah. That is the question. All right. Well, I think I can maintain those metrics, so I guess I'll stick with it. We'll see what happens.
Bro. Okay, let me send you first the I'm gonna send